Then the bald guy sees the old couple's car to send them back to Country Cook's farm, but just then, suddenly a gunshot hit the hood, triggering a marathon chase. The old man tried to help, but was stripped by the bald man. Chris climbed onto the truck, rolled down the window, and the glass shattered in a break-the-glass style, pulling the big guy out. Grandpa hit the brakes, 2 men fell in from behind. Then the one-on-one, as the bald man drew his dagger. Chris flung his belt, and after several rounds, the result stunned all it landed perfectly around the bald man's neck. Chris forced the bald guy to reveal his employer, thinking it was the mob, with foes aplenty. But the bald guy pulled out her business card. He said there were only 2 people he wanted to take down, and he didn't know anything else. Chris waved goodbye, leaving the old couple's farm with a guilty face. On the road, he called his secretary as his location was exposed. Chris must vanish, shift assets overseas, and enjoy. In DOT data, they are busy ordering and posting. The secretary said skip Dina, time's up, no spicy snacks left. Get the address and phone number. Dina's home, but the assassin behind hasn't succeeded yet. Pros, the motto, clean, tidy, leave no trace. The man followed Dean inside. The plan, first handle her, then box her up. Despite Dina's resistance, she was a caged bird. At this moment, Chris arrived. 2 in the hallway seemed to street dance, while 2 inside were performing. 4 teamed up to handle Dina, then 2 joined in and wrestled her down. Hit by 2 bullets, Dina sought a place to hide, and finally got into a last wrestling match with the assassin, as Chris showed up yet again. Subtitles, moves flowed like a river. The last one entered. Fighting seemed goofy, then he slowly unleashed moves. A hook punch, then a big move, but at the end, the mercenary leader sighed. Let me deal with guests alone. Chris went to garage. Dina thought, call the police. Chris reminded her, the cops won't help you. Those guys have a whopping $60 million backing them. The tech company lost money, but the cash is flowing in now. No matter the theft, drawers holds cash and gold bars. The room's weapons are strewn like in a flea market. This is a giant warehouse. With curiosity, she followed to the bedroom, and Dina suddenly saw. Tell me this isn't the original Jade. It's a lead involving Solomon's chamber. An expert found that her subject had psychological issues, mostly neurodevelopmental disorders. Normally, under pressure, they repeat the same thing, and they mostly resemble advertisement models. With a trembling voice, Medina began comparing using the suspect's photos. Then she recalled the accountant's image and searched online. All were mathematicians sharing autism as a common trait. Their looks mostly matched the expert's descriptions, and Medina realized that her subject was a genius. She rushed to find a colleague for help. Screen accountants earning $1 M, white males 25 minus 45, cash income only. To hide temporarily, Chris took Dina to a hotel. Ordinary accountants won't shoulder such responsibility. Dina thanked Chris for saving her. Chris recounted his childhood. His father, a famed general, designed a boot camp to protect her. To train her to be invincible, a man and woman shared a room. Dina leaned closer, but just then, Chris recalls the story of Madman Eddie who channeled money via Panama with shocking results. Sales skyrocketed from $8 to $75 within just a year. This meant the tech company could also have that kind of potential, but if that's the case, why summon Chris? He called his secretary and found out he needed to go to the finance director's home. As he parked, a mysterious figure appeared, and Chris quickly followed. Chris watched for a moment, heart pounding, and tiptoed into the finance director's home, suspecting trouble. Spotting the finance director slumped on the couch, Chris had an epiphany. The controller is the tech boss. Medina worked all night and found a clue. He found an accounting firm named ZZZ, with annual revenue of just $70,000, handling all its taxes. Subtitles. All tax-related matters belong to ZZZ, and Medina finally managed to track down a clue. She promptly sought out Director Jin, who suddenly had a realization. She donated $1,001,000 to Harvard Neuroscience Institute last year. He risked his life. He was laundering money for the world's most notorious characters, and in the end, nearly all of it was donated. They had to pack up. They decided to head to Chicago. After Dina left, Director Jin had that expression, while Chris returned to the hotel. Suddenly, notifications pinged on their phones as Chris returned to the hotel, thinking he needed to hurry. Watching the sleeping Dina, he recalled when punks bullied her and her father told her to fight back. It was a rainy day in the car, and she struggled. Chris finally got out, donned his hat, and went toward the crowd when all of a sudden, the guys chased 4 big ones down the street, and Chris left her a note. It said, "Dina, your life will be dazzling." Then he left the hotel to find out. Richter, Jin, and Metin arrived in Chicago and called the FBI to search the ZZ law firm, only to find the place. They left numerous clues, like Chris' water bottle, with cameras cleverly placed all around the yard. The entire area was under Chris' watchful eye, and agents discovered this and this. This is the tech boss mansion, with mercenaries on standby. The boss sent the accountant would visit. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to me.